Hiya, I wanted to do a video on manifestation and masculine and female energy, and how if we have issues with the masculine, the real masculine and the real female energies, then we're going to have issues with manifestation. And it also causes issues with our organs. And I'll tell you why. So, when we are born, so we're supposed to be born, we're ideal world, a male and a female. Okay? And the reason is for that both of these energies provide everything that we need to live in this reality. Male and female energies do this. They provide everything that we need and want to be in this reality. Then when we hit teenage years, we slowly to break away from the masculine and our mums and dads. And we connect to the big time, the big show, the big masculine and female energies, which is Gaia and universal energies. Now Gaia being the female and universal energies being the masculine energy. Now, if we've had issues with our mum and dads in the past, which the majority of us have, then we'll have issues connecting to these energies. If we've experienced abandonment, abuse, or whatever, or been programmed to perceive sex a certain way, then we're going to have issues connecting up to these natural, amazing, beautiful energies. Therefore, manifestation will be very difficult for us. So for instance, I was working on this lady today and I could see that she was connected to Gaia very, very lovely. There was little kinks in the energy, but we looked at that and sorted that out. The masculine energy, the universal energy, she swam around this energy, swam around it. She didn't want to connect to the masculine. There was no abuse in that line. She had no abuse from the masculine energy in the past. So I dived in to find out why she wasn't connecting to it, and found out that part of her consciousness was in a program inside the matrix. There was loads of consciousness there, and there was one side was female and the other side was male consciousness, and she's there with a picket board going, it's all man's fault. Women are suppressed and are, fighting for the rights of being a female and allowing to express the way females want to be, but blaming it all on the masculine energy. So I took part of that consciousness out of that programming because, it's a program. The masculine energy has not suppressed the female energy whatsoever. The only thing that has suppressed the female energy is the matrix and the programming and all the programming at large. Nothing to do with masculine energy at all. Real masculine energy is very supportive, very loving, very peaceful, everything that the feminine needs naturally. So blaming man or anything is just a matrix game. So I took her out of that, and then we looked at another layer. And because this lady she had problems with her sex drive. She did not want sex. She'd been in a marriage, but she'd really only at the beginning of a relationship, and I assume she'd been in a marriage. She had 2 grown-up kids, so she'd been in a marriage for like 20 odd years. Was a sex drive, and she still had sex, but she didn't enjoy it. So I went and looked where the programmings were, and the programmings was lack of love for self, but the one that was affecting her connecting to the universal energies, which was also a reflection of her connecting to the masculine, her husband. Because I can see, when I look at the connection between the Gaia and universal energies of someone, I'll see that's a direct reflection on how they are with their partner. So when I said, right, you're not connecting with the universal energies, you won't fully connect, and you'll swim around, and that was her also how she felt about her husband. even though he's not, he's not abusive, he's a good man or anything like that. But so when we looked into it deeper, there was actually a programming that that the Matrix had put her through, that part of her consciousness was placed in a program that she was in this room and there was a mirror there. And when the consciousness looked in the mirror, the reflection back was of this very overweight, ugly lady. So her perception of herself was upside down, because she wasn't that at all. But she believed that she was. Therefore, she didn't feel sexy, Got to feel sexy and amazing and anything to, jump into bed with somebody. So that consciousness was part of the heart consciousness. So when the heart expanded, was probably at the beginning of her relationship, when she did want sex, what the Matrix did was come down, slice it off and put it in a program of lack of self-love. Therefore, when she tried to connect with her heart, she didn't connect to the heart consciousness, she connected with the program, and the program was saying you cannot love yourself because you are fat and ugly. Therefore, she went off sex. And this is how they stop us connecting to each other. The reason is, when we do connect to the masculine and feminine energies, the big ones, Gaia and universal energies, this also goes in line with sex. So we get our sexual energy at teenage years, and this is when we connect to universal and Gaia's energy to manifest. And the sort of point of manifestation is during sex. This is why they dampen sex. They don't want you to have sex. Don't touch yourself, don't get, where they promote like sadistic sex and anything like that. Anything that's not lovemaking, go for it. That's why the porn industry is the way it is. Because during lovemaking, we create beauty. And when we connect with our partners of the opposite sex, of opposite energy, then we have the ability to manifest our wants, our needs, and our desires. And then when I was clearing her organs of the programs, Gaia told me that the organs that she had problems with, which was her gallbladder and her bladder, were actually male organs. So you've got male organs and you've got female organs. And the organs, if you can't connect, if you've got issue with the real masculine energy, then you won't be able to connect to universal energies. You'll have trouble connecting to men in general. And you'll have trouble with your male organs. And it gets really bad, I suppose. So all three. Which I found quite interesting. I didn't know there was male and female organs. Well, obviously your sexual organs, but your heart is female, gallbladder and the bladder are male. I don't know about the rest because I haven't checked, but I'll do a little map. So you could probably understand, if you've got problems in certain organs, that will give you a clue on which energies you have problems with. Anyway. But I thought I'd tell you that today. Okay, I'll let you go. Take care. Bye.